Next, salient features of representations of people act. If you will look at the previous year questions, then this topic is very much in the every 2 and 3 years after the 2 and 3 years. So this act is very important, and you should accordingly make your notes about that. Hello everyone, my name is Sindhu, and today we will discuss the GS paper 2 syllabus. So now let's see that what all are written in the syllabus and what the importance and how to analyze it and how to go about it, how to approach the paper, because see it's a paper, a GS paper 2, where the very dynamism is there, and the broad themes are and very broad papers, because it consists. If we will talk about broadly, then it consists the governance, constitution and polity, social justice and international relations. That's why the four theme that major themes are included in the paper. That's why it's become very dynamic and very broad paper. So let's see how we will discuss the papers, and how we will go about it, and how we will approach the paper. So see, in if we will see in polity, then what basically mentioned here is significant features of constitutions. Significant features, it's provisions of the constitutions and basic structures. Next, if we will see that the devolutions of powers and finances up to the local level and challenges, and the function and responsibility of union and states. If we will see here, devolutions of powers and the financial of finances up to the local level, that basically talk about the power distributions, in the on the local level that basically we will have to here study the 73rd and the 74th constitutional amendment, that basically how the local governance is taken care by, and how we give the local government a legitimacy through the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendment. Next, if we will see that the separation of power here, the in governance, the various organs, so executive and legislatives, so we will see that there is a mention of it's in constitutions and the separation of power. Next, if we will see that comparison of Indian constitutions to the various countries constitutions, like the USA, France and the British constitutions. So these are the mainly, and the if we will see in Asia, that Japan and the South Africa, in African countries. So these countries are the major country that we should read the comparison between these constitutions and the our constitutions. Next, we will see that here mention the parliament and the state legislature. So, structure, functions, and conduct businesses, power, privileges, and issue arising from that. And next, we will see that here the structures, organizations, functions, and executives and judiciary ministries development. This is basically the governance part. It's the governance parts of the syllabus. So next, salient features of representations of people act. If you will look at the previous year questions, then this topic is very much in the every 2 and 3 years after the 2 and 3 years. So this act is very important, and you should accordingly make your notes about that. Next, appointment of various constitutional post, power, responsibility, and constitutional body, and statutory and regulatory and quasi judicial bodies. Next, these will come into the governance part and government policy and interventions and development of various sector implement development process. See, it's again your governance part where NGO, SSG, all and associations, charity institutions, these covered in your syllabus. It's a welfare. It came into your social justice part of the syllabus. Issue relating to development and management of the social sector services relating to health, educations, human resources. These all things are the social justice part of your syllabus. Okay. Poverty and hunger, it's covered in your social justice part of the syllabus. Important aspects of governance, transparency and accountability, e-governance applications, accountability institutions. This is the governance part. Role of civil services governance. No, here it come to your syllabus. This is a part of your IR. Okay, India and its neighborhood. So IR completely covered the bilateral, regional, and the global groupings, developed and developing countries policies, diaspora, and international institutions, and their mandate and structure. So. You can see that your IR part is a very broad. Here it's cover all the groupings, bilateral, regionals, as well as global groupings, and the effects of policy and politics of the developing countries and diaspora part. See here, diaspora is very important in IR part because see, diaspora play uh, in our IR policy. We see diaspora as a soft power, and we also use this. So that's why diaspora is very important, as we know that we are giving emphasis on the diaspora day celebrations, and we want to connect all the Indians who living outside the India, and they contributing to our country, and they make us proud also. That's why diaspora is very important. Next is important international institutions, agencies, and fora and their mandate. So you know that various agencies and institutions are important in also it also asked again and again in exam. So if we will see the analysis of the paper that IR your IR part and social justice and the polity and constitutions, and so how to approach these papers and how to go about it. Because see, whenever we talk about GS paper 2, we think that it's only a polity paper and the constitution paper, but it's not that. Here a lot of thing other than the constitution and polity. That's why you have to refer everything other than the your Lakshmikant and any other book you are referring. But as we see that there is a lot of overlap also. So when you are reading governance, then see, when you are going to read the governance, then first read the ethics paper as well. Why I am saying that, if you will see that there is a in ethics papers, uh, there is a lot of overlap here with the governance. So it's also mentioned in your ethics paper. So that's why it's necessary to first read your GS paper 4 ethics, and then read the governance, or read governance and ethics paper simultaneously, so that you will have the hold on both the paper, and you can use your content in governance as well and ethics paper as well. Okay. And why the dynamism exists in this paper? Because see, there is a lot of theme that is repeated year after year. But why we think that this paper is very dynamic? Because the dynamic because everything happening. So examples you should put in the paper should be recent one, because everything, see, in international relation, if we will see that everything here and there happening new thing. And as well as if you will see your polity, so in governance also there is a lot of thing and a lot of policy implemented on a recent basis. That's why you have put lot of policies and everything on the and the recent examples in the paper, so that that will fetch you more marks in the paper, as well as will give you better insight how to make notes in the paper. Okay. So if we will see that some analysis of the polity in this paper, then what we will see that the in polity, if we will see like see the take the example of anti defection law. So the questions year after year in anti defection law, and as well as in parliamentary parliament productivity. So you should understand and identify the theme and go for that theme, that this is not something new and out of the box, but it's in your previous year papers that written at anti-defection law, and you should read in detail so that you can tackle. And the representation of People's Act 1951, that this act, I have previously also mentioned that this act is very important, and you should read as much as you can and collect the example for that, because every 1 and 2 years, after 1 and 2 years, you will get the questions on that paper. And if you will see that on the constitutional body, in constitutional body you can see that the CAG is very important, that questions were asked in 2016 as well as in 2018. So you should read all the constitutional body, and make your notes on the comprehensive way, so that it will help you and guide you. So these are the some example of the few topics that you can go about it. And as you know that questions are here very analytical, either it's a polity or international relations, or anything like in the governance. So that's why you should prepare your mind as well as your notes in that analytical manner only, so that you can tackle whatever questions uh, came in your papers. Okay. So in IR portion, if you will see that I in IR what mainly focus on the country and the organizations and all the diaspora thing that mentioned in your paper, or the recent thing happening regarding all these things, any policy regarding the diaspora, and any organizations and any groupings like see there were questions in on I2 U2. So these all are the recent happenings, and you should track on got a good hold on the topic, so that you can write and give a great example, so that examiner will know that you have done some homework for you. So that's all for this paper. You can go through it, see why this discussion, because your UPSC syllabus and your PYQ are the best friend, should be your best friend, because these are the things that will help you. And your notes on comprehensively on the mentioned topic will help you to guide and help you to cover your vast syllabus. That's why go through your syllabus word by word and prepare the notes on comprehensive notes on every topic that are mentioned. And kindly identify the theme. If you will prepare the theme wise notes, that will help you and guide you more comprehensive way. So that's all for today. Thank you.